Okay, so part two, take home message of what I was saying at the end of part one is, I've been going for years and people have mentioned maybe I had post COVID, but I didn't really realize it until my teacher put it in perspective for me. And it actually makes a lot of sense. So I'm 2 years off of that, and I'm not in construction anymore. I don't travel full time anymore. Number two, I cook most of my own meals at home. Number three, like I am able to manage my asthma holistically by going to the acupuncturist and taking supplements, taking care of my health, which is something I've been building over the last couple of years. So, what are some things that I would have done if I had to do that whole situation over? Number one, I would have gone back to my roots and had the self awareness to, you know, take half a day off work, go to the acupuncturist, go if I was going to a new place, look ahead of time and see, who could I connect with that would be able to help me. Number two, like these corticosteroids, they have a long-term effect. A friend of mine, I called her because I was interested in doing, like, I don't know, something was just telling me to call her. This was like a few months into me getting off of the inhaler, and I called her and told her about this, and she was like, hey, those steroids, they can stay in your system for like a couple of years. And what she said was like, if you knew that in 1 year or 2 years your body was going to be back to normal, whatever you would do after finding out that information, do that, and don't make any rash decisions. And it was beautiful advice, but I wish that in the moment I would have prioritized taking care of myself and doing what I needed to do, and also being mindful about not getting on the inhaler again. Maybe having like a window of time that I was taking it, or something like that. Third thing I would have done is, as soon as I had noticed a problem with my breathing, or like noticing that something wasn't right at that Airbnb that I was staying at, because I think that may have triggered it. I felt like something got into my system. I would have taken the time and respect for myself and made sure that I wasn't staying there anymore. But what we'll all do to save a dollar or two, right? If I could go back, I would have gone for a different place to stay at. Yeah, I think that's all the advice that I have around that experience. I also think that I would have sought out more of a community around my health, which is something that I'm offering as a counselor, is offering, consultations and a wellness community for people in the trades and construction. But those things aren't always readily available. But it's really hard, like feeling like you're alone, because there was nobody else that I was working with that really understood what I was going through, or that could really relate to me. I was the only woman on this group, this team of like several men who I loved. I loved working with those guys, but as far as like the things that I cared about and the things that I needed to take care of, it wasn't something that they could relate with in the same way, right? So that's it tonight. I'm gonna chug this. I don't want to do it, but I have to. I'm gonna go to bed. If you stayed around for this whole thing Comment below, tell me what you think. Have you had an experience like this with asthma or with steroid use or any kind of chronic illness? Tell me about it. I would love to hear about it and have a discussion. All right, have a good night.